Sahu to give us a formal presentation on the brand. And friends, requesting again, please use the Q&A box. आप Q&A box use करिए. जो भी आपके questions होंगे, we will love to answer it. So Santosh, we can start with a formal presentation now. Thank you. And also people watching us live on Facebook and YouTube, आपका भी बहुत welcome है. Big welcome to this special edition and where we will learn about the brand now. Yes, over to you.
Hello everyone. I'd like to start with the video first of Essbee.
Essbee, Family Megastore, top international brands and biggest women's boutique in Chandrapur. Family Megastore, third floor, MDR Mall, Chandrapur.
The boutique. A boutique with international brands. One of the biggest one-stop designer boutiques in Central India. Essbee, the boutique, Jestam Square, Amravati.
Essbee, the Family Megastore, top international brands, stacks under one. Papadia City Center, Bandera Road, Amravati. Near Haldiram Store, Rajkamal Chowk, Amravati.
Yeah, hi everyone. Yog sir already has explained about the brand. Okay, how he started his journey, how he got inspiration from his wife and then started making stores. Okay, all of which are profitable. Essbee, okay, as it stands for Swastika Booth. Okay, the initials of Swastika Booth, that is SNB. So he just created a unique name out of that. So they have a long-standing vision of providing the best to the consumer. Okay, they wanted to create something premium. They wanted to provide something premium to the market. Okay, create a niche out of it. That is where they went right. Okay, because in a city like Nagpur, in a city like Amravati, okay, Chandrapur, there were gaps which needed to be addressed. So and they are one of the brands who are doing that in tier 2, tier 3 cities. So these are the places where they are present as of now in Amravati. Okay, near the Jestam Square. They also have a store near Haldiram's Rajkamal in Amravati, at Tapadi City Center in Amravati, and one in Chandrapur in the MDR Mall. You must have seen in the video the major brands that they have are Rare Rabbit, Pepe, Flying Machine, Blackberry, Basic, Saldeno, Arrow, Celio, Wrong for Men. I mean, all the very good brands. Veromoda, Global Desi, Shezar, Mantra, and Nykaa. So all are there. They also cater to kids apparel as well and other collections too. As we all understand, the apparel market in India, okay, it is never going to be stop. India's fashion industry, it is burgeoning. Okay, it is at all-time high, and it is going to keep increasing the market trend, the market revenue. As of now, when we see the revenue of men apparel market, it is around 2,547 billion rupees. So it's very high when compared to 2015 ratio. India obviously has a very vast opportunity. We are the largest populated country in the world. So, and we need to cater to Indian consumers in population, bringing all these international brands, okay, and that bridging the gap. Plus, brand they are already running 4 outlets. All of them are profitable. All of them are larger market. They have already created a legacy out of it. Okay, which is tier 1 cities first. Okay, they're looking for tier 2, tier 3 cities. Okay, where there are gaps. Okay, where they can come and bring that bridge or build that bridge between the consumer and the apparel market, the high level of apparel market. Okay, this is the financial model. The area requirement as of now is 4,500 square feet. Total investment, including the fixed furniture and the movable furniture and everything else, it is around 2.8 crore, out of which franchisee needs to invest around 46 lakh rupees, which will include the franchisee fee also of 10 lakh rupees. Minimum guarantee, what they're offering is 15% on the total investment or the revenue share of 12%, whichever is higher. In this case, rent has to be borne by the franchisee partner, hence the revenue share of 12%. Payback with this financial model is around 2 years and 6 months, and the cumulative ROI could be around 251% in 5 years of time. I actually, Yog sir also and I have already mentioned the reasons, okay, why we need to invest in Essbee. Because it's one of the best places to invest as of now. Okay, brand already has a good reputation in the market, and the customer acceptance is very high. They have a very wide range of high quality products, best quality standards and protocols also, which they follow. It's a technology driven organization with end-to-end partner support also. There is also replace or repair policy if there are any defects within the clothes, within the apparel. So they do that as well. It's a FOCO model, so franchisee will needing to bring, if they have a property, okay, the property part of it, okay, they will take care of that. They will bear the rent, okay, and other than that, all the other activities, all the other things, all the other services, everything else will be taken care by the brand. HR, everything else. So this is a brief intro about the brand. Invite you all to ask as many questions as possible for this.
Yeah, thank you, Santosh. You can do stop sharing now, or probably can remain on the slide, this one itself. So friends, that was the neatest, investment or the deck I could really see. The legacy has been created, and what we're asking is for a unit franchise option. The minimum area required would be for 4,500 SFT. And the total investment actually goes as 2.8 CR. To bring up everything as a store, a full-fledged store, the investment is 2.8 CR. However, anybody who wants to start the business will not have to put the entire money. What is requiring is absolutely to pay only 46 lakhs for the initial investment, and which will also include the franchisee fee of 10 lakh rupees. So franchisee fee is also there. Now, as we're running, it's a FOCO model, franchisee-owned company operated model. That means the franchisee would not be required to pay any additional amount in terms of any salaries, operational expenses. This all would be completely bared by the brand itself. ROI, a payback period, what I see is probably 2 years and 6 months is what they claim. And the cumulative ROI within 5 years is what they expect is almost 251%, which is absolutely huge. So Santoshji, I have a few questions here where my friends have asked. And also one question I would like to take up is, can you explain more on the rental part? Because it was not too clear. So what is the rental part? Who pays the rental, sir? You're on mute, Santosh, if you want to unmute yourself, and then, yeah, thank you.
If the property is agreed upon by the franchisee partner and the brand, okay, the rent for that property has to be borne by the franchisee partner. It could be the property needs to be strategic first. Okay, and that is the reason, okay, we are offering 12% of the margin. The total gross margin itself at the store level is around 25 to 28%, out of which 12% is being shared with the franchisee partner. Rental usually for any store would not be more than 3 to 4% of it. But if the area is premium, it could go for, let's say, between 4.5 to 5.5 maximum.
I'm sorry, Santosh, couldn't hear it well. So you said something about the rental. So if the property is mine, then what?
Then you'll, forego the rent, okay, or you'll bear the rent of it.
So if it's my own property, will I also get some rent additional?
No, you will not be. If it's your own property, okay, it means you are foregoing the rental part of it. And if brand has to pay the rent, okay, then this revenue share will decrease from 12%. It may go down to 5% or 6%.
So Viraj is asking a question, is it minimum guarantee after the rental or before the rentals? So I think it's including the rentals.
It's on the total investment of 46 lakhs, 15%. whichever is higher, 15% or this 12% of the revenue, whichever is higher.
Okay, so investment is 46 lakhs and 15% or 12%.
Yes, 15% of the minimum guarantee on the total investment of 46 lakhs.
Okay,
Okay.
or 12%
It could
of
be-
sale, whichever
yeah.
is higher.
Yes.
That clarifies.
Investment, obviously, okay, it's an approximation. It could be plus minus 10%, depending on the area, depending on the actual, actuals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And everything else.
Yeah, so I'll take up the second question where Mr. Rajesh Sharma is asking, how is it different from other stores and players? Because Santosh, we have to agree that there are a lot of players in the market who are doing all this, and especially the market of, the surplus sales and all. So how do you mark your store different from anybody else?
Okay. Firstly, okay, in a city like Amravati, okay, where there was a gap and where it needed to be addressed. Okay, as Essbee came up with the concept of bringing the multi-brand outlet. Okay, they brought all the international brands over there and made it a success. So they have that know-how how to run the store. Okay, and that is where they differentiate themselves. Okay, in tier 3 cities, okay, you will hardly find such kind of stores or centers. Okay, and all of the stores, okay, all of the stores that Essbee has, okay, they are profitable. When we were preparing this PNL, the projections, okay, we look at the books and everything else. We considered the sales very conservatively. Okay, we have considered a sale of around 25 to 28 lakhs only per month, when they are actually making more than 35 lakhs in the latest store that they have opened. Okay, now in a city like Amravati, which is actually a tier 3 city, okay, to make it a success over there, okay, it's a huge bonus for the brand. When we come in the nearby city of Nagpur, Nagpur has a huge potential. Okay, the sale might increase to let's 60 lakh rupees also. So that is where brand differentiates itself. Okay, through their legacy, through their customer service, and bringing all the premium brands under one roof.
Great. Thanks, Santosh. Friends, I'll quickly maybe clarify. I see some questions which are coming on the business model, and we'll also take some questions from Yogji as well. I'll request friends, whichever location are you looking at, please do also mention your city. So, we're looking at a business model which is franchisee on company operated. Now, this is a multi-brand outlet where all the brands that you saw on the presentation are all under one roof. And primarily, if you look at a model like this, this is an anchor store structure, a destination, right? So it's a bigger structure which comes at area of 4,500 square feet, can go up to 6,000 square feet. Preferably, अगर आपका area 45 है, तो single floor plate या आपका 2 floors में भी divide हो सकता है. It's a complete family store offering for all age groups. Apparel है entire family के लिए, all occasions, casual to occasion wear, and also extends to footwear and accessories. Now, they have been running this business for the last few years and running profitably. And it is only after they understood the unit economics of the business model, Yogji and his team has now come out to also partner with like-minded people. Now, unlike other players, any big format store that you see, most of the companies don't work on a franchise model because the complexities of SKUs, management of a bigger model is not something which most of the companies want to leave it to a franchise partner. So in a business model like this, companies, including Essbee, they're looking at, for a partner who bring in some kind of strategic strength. So when I say strategic strength, they're only looking at partners who bring in their own property, right? So maybe a property in a complex, in a mall, where you bring these properties, and the investment typically in a structure like this is very, very high, where you have to put a huge inventory. You can imagine if you have to fill a 4,500 square feet store, it requires a huge inventory and huge SKU mix across all categories. So the company is de-risking your investment as an investor, where they're offering two structures for the investment that you make. One is a minimum guarantee on the investment that you do. The other is a revenue share structure. So a minimum guarantee ensures that irrespective of the sale the company makes, and for reasons if the sale is not up to the mark, you still get your minimum guarantee on the investment that you're making. Second, revenue share is also added in the business model. So if there's an upside, you get a share on the upside. And these structures work very, very well. Second, while there's a bigger investment to be made, but the investment has been split into two categories. One is movable, the other is immovable. So movable would mean your entire stock inventory, so to say, systems and many other elements. We can even discuss and share that you offline also. That is something which the company is bringing in, and that is almost about 80% of the entire investment in the entire center business would be done by the company. 15% of that, which is fixed investment in the outlet, which is your basic interior work, and also the franchise fee, is something which the franchise partner brings on the table. Now, because you're putting your investment in the interior, you get a return on the investment, which is a minimum guarantee or a revenue share. 15%, and I think that's 12%. Now, this percentage has been given based on what the revenue would go from the overall sales, and it would cover your rental also. So that is the reason the rental is on the franchisee, and typically the rental is also not on you because the property is owned by you. But there's an opportunity cost which we understand and the company understands, and hence your revenue share is higher. So this is where we are on the business model. So I'll take some questions, friends, that you have. And first and foremost, Yogji, if I can also request, कौन-कौन सी markets हैं जो अभी हम focus करना चाहते हैं? और एक तो ये चीज है, और दूसरा मैं आपको ये भी request करूंगी, because we have created a structure of revenue share. So थोड़ा numbers के बारे में भी अगर आप understand करा सके भी क्या sale expect हो सकती है, because आपके सारे locations अच्छे चल रहे हैं. So these two things to start off with.
At present, we are in Amravati and Chandrapur. Both the cities are in Vidarbha. Both the cities are near to Nagpur. So obviously, immediately we can think of Maharashtra like Nagpur, Aurangabad, Nasik, maybe Goa. Goa is a good virgin place. So these are the immediate short-term plans. However, always we can go pan-India, any good location, any good franchisee. We are fine. Sonia, what's your next question?
The other, sir, one was on the market. The other is if you can share a little bit unit economics, how does it work? And just to clarify, friends, I think Veeraji is asking, who takes care of the inventory? So inventory management, like I mentioned, is the responsibility with the company. They have completely de-risked you. कोई भी ऐसी चीज movable नहीं है जो आपकी पास बैठी रहेगी, move नहीं करेगी. And inventory forms a very big investment. That entire investment is put in by the company. So जो भी movable है आपके जो outlet के ऊपर आएगा वो सारी investment company करती है. आपकी investment आपकी property के ऊपर है. Right? There's no other investment that is required. Only one, which is your franchise fees. So the entire risk, I would say, largely is taken back by the company. And against that, आपकी minimum guarantee और एक revenue share structure है, which not only takes care of your rental but also gives you an upside. Over to you, Yogji.
In a nutshell, Essbee is a kind of a shopper stop or a lifestyle. Number one, I would like to tell all the maybe franchisee or the people acquiring, we are not a brand like a brand factory where they sell all the old and stale stocks. We sell the fresh stocks. What you will buy in Bombay, for example, in Phoenix store, in Lifestyle store, and in Jack and Jones and Rare Rabbit and US Polo, the same stock, same year manufactured stock, the same stock you will get in our stores because we have directly contracts with the companies. Number one, you will get, the customer will get the same price, same stock, and the same discount in the end of season sale. The same discounts we will offer to all the customers. So regarding sales, at present in a city like Amravati, we are in a 3-tier city, we are getting sales around 35 lakhs per month. But I feel when we talk about Nagpur, Nasik, Aurangabad, which are much bigger cities, so we may expect, we expect sales up to 60 lakhs, 70 lakhs per month. So obviously, if they are getting 12% of the revenue shares, so accordingly they'll get 12% of 60 lakhs, which includes the rent. And obviously we will share apart from the stocks, we will also invest in the fixtures. If you see the multi-brand outlets, all the brands, they have their own fixtures. Some fixtures are made in India, some fixtures are imported also.
Correct.
Like Jack and Jones Premium, Rare Rabbit, Celio, and women's brand like Veromoda, Only, 20 Dresses by Nykaa. So we will also invest in all the furniture fixtures because all the fixtures come directly from the company and we have to pay them for these fixtures as well. Yeah.
Okay. Helpful, Yogji. I'll also request, friends, we have Atulji, who's our partner, and he's leading the entire project on behalf of Franchise India and working very, very closely with Yogji and his entire team. So I will also request Atulji, if you want to share your details, maybe you can also put that in the chat box, and friends, we can reach out. I'll request if we can take off the screen so that we are all visible. And friends, any questions you have, please keep putting it. There's a detailed working on the financials that we have, in fact, worked. Anybody who wants to see the breakup of that is, we like to invite them for an offline meeting or a call that can be done post the webinar. I'll request all of you to share your details, your question in the Q&A box. So Atul ji, कोई questions अगर आप लेना चाहते हैं overall on the business opportunity?
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. See, this Essbee brand, the advantage of this brand being, in the mall or in a shopping complex, wherein you get number of brands under one roof. Because if I want to sell one brand, it's very difficult to get it from the company to invest and get my ROI as well. So as rightly said by Yogji, there are a number of brands which are under one roof. So, the value of the mall also increases. The sale also, you get for different companies, different brands. A person who is entering in the shop, he gets all the variety of all the brands, whether it's an international brand or whether it's a national brand. So it's a very good model, and 4,500 square feet is the minimum requirement. You can go even 6,000, 8,000, depends on the availability of the space. Yeah, please. Go to you, Yogji, please.
You are absolutely right. Basically, it's a one-stop store for all family, men's, women's, kid, accessories, watches, imitation jewelry, toys, undergarments, everything. So that's it.
Okay, I understand. There's one question which I am seeing कि how much would be the rental, कितना revenue share होगा, and कुछ locations का rental हो सकता है आपका ज्यादा हो, कुछ का आपका कम हो. Retail works on rental to sale ratio. अगर आपका rent high है तो sale भी high होगी उस location की. There will not be location जहाँ पे rent अकेला high होगा. So हर एक location का viability होगा. There will be रेकी to understand what sales throughput and per square feet efficiency that location can give. अगर उनको लगता है कंपनी को location चलने वाली है, तभी वो भी, because आप समझ सकते हैं आपकी investment आपकी property पे है. Company is making almost 85% of the investment. सारे operating expenses, salaries हैं, stock rotation है, management है, कोई debt stock है, वो सारा company handle करती है. So any location, while there are many properties that I see you might have an access to, but these would not be selected randomly. There's a requirement and specification for the properties that we would undertake. And once the recce and understanding of what revenues can come from these locations, only then the locations would be selected. Right. So I'll also take a question, Yogji. ये Venkat जी पूछ रहे हैं. He's asking what is the ideal dimensions of the property, frontage कितना होना चाहिए? Because we saw in the pictures we have a good frontage, all properties that you currently operate out of.
Obviously, the bigger the frontage is better. At least it should be 20 feet minimum. I'm saying at least it should be 20 feet. But however, we have got our store where we have 50 feet frontage, 60 feet frontage. So bigger the better.
Okay, and इसमें tier 1 करेंगे योगशी, because I think हमारा जो prime focus है वो tier 2 locations पे है, because family जो stores हैं they work very very well, and typically ये stores आपके destination होते हैं, right? So where you have the offering for the entire family. So friends, our initial preference is to consider tier 2 locations. And most of the complexes, बहुत सारे malls होते हैं छोटे शहरों में जहाँ पे एक anchor store की requirement होती है. छोटे छोटे stores बहुत होते हैं, but anchor store की requirement होती है. And the locations and stores like Essbee, they become a crowd puller. जहाँ पे एक बड़ा property पे आ जाता है तो बाकी mall भी चलता है, बाकी stores भी चलते हैं. That is how they want to position themselves. Great. Great. So Atulji, if there are any other question that you want to ask?
One question is like, can you elaborate more on investment part? How it is divided.
You're asking me, Atulji?
Yes, Yogji. One person, Mr. Rupesh is asking, how is the how do you differentiate or how do you explain 2.3 crores of investment
Yes.
goes in what exactly?
If suppose we are talking about 4,500 square feet of area, I believe around there will be 25 more or less 25 brands. If suppose we give 10 feet or 12 feet to each brand, so where we have a men, women and kids and other things. First of all, we have to invest in the furniture fixtures of each brand. So say approximately 3 to 4 lakhs or minimum 3 lakhs per brand we have to invest in fixtures. So if we talk about 25 brands into average 3.5 lakhs, so it comes around 80-90 lakhs itself in the fixture, because all these fixtures are very costly, comes directly from the brands and their own these things. Then we talk about the inventory, the stocks. So obviously, again, we are talking about 25 brands. So each brand have around minimum 500 quantities to 1,000 quantities. So say around 7 to 10 lakhs each brand, depends. So the higher the premium the brand is, the higher the this thing. However, if you talk about undergarment, the investment is little less. But when you talk about Jack and Jones Premium, Selected, Rare Rabbit, CEO, these are the premium brands. So around 25 brands, say around, if you take 7 lakhs also, so 1.75 crore goes into the inventories. So these are the main investment from our side.
And I'll take a moment, Yogji, because I want to also showcase your website to our viewers. And friends, you can also do that. And this is what it looks like. If you look at the categories, starting from women, men, kids, accessories, perfumes, home decor, are the broader 6 categories on the offering. And I'm sure you all recognize these brands. These are all national brands, brands of repute, from Fabre to India, Kazo, Only 20 Dresses, Vero Moda. These are all leading fashion retailers in the country, and there's a portfolio or the offering which includes not only these brands but also brands from and this is women. So similarly, if we click on men, you would see the brands which includes Aero. We have Jack and Jones, Rare Rabbit, US Polo, and accessories includes watches also. So we have Fast Track, we have bags.
We have got many more brands in watches also. We have Fossil also.
Right. Absolutely. Great. So I just thought I'll take a moment to also showcase this. Great, friends. So we have shared our email ID and also WhatsApp hotline number in the chat box. So you can all reach out to us. We are more than happy to get you one-to-one meeting. I'll request anybody who's keen to explore further. We request that you slot out maybe half an hour, 45 minutes meeting or a call with us, and we'll block that time with Mr. Yog Booth. And anybody who wants to even do a tour of the existing outlets which is being run by the company, we are more than happy to even facilitate a physical tour of these locations so that you experience the brand and the offering and how it functions. And before we close, Yog ji, मैं request करूंगी एक message आप सारे हमारे audience को देना चाहते हैं. Atul ji, आप भी. So I'll start with you, Atul ji. Yog ji, if you can start, and followed by Atul ji.
I just want to pass the message that it is a very great model what we created with the help of Franchise India, and most of the major investment part and the operations part, like salaries, electricity bills and everything, are taken care by us. Only the property is taken care by the franchisee. Otherwise, training, software, all the technologies, everything is taken care by us. So it's a very good and win-win model for both of us.
Absolutely, absolutely, Yog ji. Over to you, Atul ji.
Yeah, rightly said, Yog ji, कि एक तो वैसे ही FOCO मॉडल में बहुत कम अपॉर्चुनिटीज होती है. because you have to invest and you have to run the show. यहाँ पे ऐसा है कि it is divided. Major share is invested by the company, by the brand, and they are giving minimum guarantee also. I've seen it that every store is full of visitors, full of customers, and entire mall gets a different feel altogether because it's a crowd puller as far as mall is concerned. So it's a right opportunity to go for a FOCO model, and it's a win-win situation for everybody. That's it. Thank you.
Saras, over to you.
Sarasji, you're on mute.
So sorry, thank you. So yes, that was our brand Essbee, where we talked about different business opportunities of Essbee itself running in a FOCO model. And friends, tomorrow, as we discussed that we will be launching a new brand in the market, where you can get a hands-on on robotic and coding education brand service since 2013. Because education is something which is absolutely really picking up very well, and hands-on on robotic education is not big opportunities with you. So friends, do call our hotline numbers where you can visit us, and of course, call us and do registrations for yourself. In the end, I would also like to invite you for the biggest show. The world is coming here, and why not you? So I would also like to invite you for the world's largest franchise and retail show, which is happening in Pragati Maidan. 15th and 16th of July are the 2 dates that should be here for anyone who's looking to start a new business. Call our hotline numbers, which is 97176-83838, or you can even write an email to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. Do your registrations. You can even come on our website, franchiseindia.com, and do your registrations before all the seats are running out. With that, I would like to thank you all.
Friends,
for attending the
wait a
show.
minute, Saras. Friends, I've shared the registration link. So there's a link that I've shared in the chat box. आप इस link के ऊपर click कर सकते हैं, copy कर सकते हैं. You can get registered, and it's a great opportunity that we're coming up with tomorrow. A company from South India. They're looking at expansion pan India. It's a great category, I would say overall. They're already working with 9,000 students who have enrolled and taking their services. More than 25 schools in Tamil Nadu are working with them, and they're looking at partnering with people, especially I would say Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, AP, Telangana, Maharashtra, NCR. These are the focus territories for Dia Labs. And if you need more information, do reach out to us. We have shared our email ID, our hotline number, and the link for tomorrow's webinar, where the founder of the company would be coming to present the opportunity. Thank you.